If we don't know where we're going, how do we know if we got there, right? It's pretty simple at the end of the day, but what we're missing a lot of times is really we're looking for shit on a map to see if we're on track. Well, we don't know if we're on track because we don't really know where we're going. Tyler will relate to this. I'm a pilot. Tyler's a pilot. In this day and age, we've got technology on an iPad, right? You can jump in a plane and you just enter. You could just enter Cabo San Lucas, and the freaking technology will keep us on track. It'll tell us where to fly. When we're getting our pilot's license, we still have to pull out the maps in order to pass our test. We have to pull out the maps and we have to map our trip old school without technology. We have to be able to navigate off of a map. And tell me how you think that we would navigate off of a map. Yep, it's all right. It's compass, points of direction. But really, the simple answer to all this is when you really take your map and you say, I want to go from here to Cabo San Lucas, we draw a pencil line on the map. And then I'm looking along the way and I'm like, well, the map shows me a power line. The map shows me a railroad track. The map shows me a highway that I'm going to be crossing at this point. And so the way we stay on track is through visual navigation. Like you have, there's that railroad track, right? How do I know where I'm at as a pilot in order to see what I should be looking for? Because if I don't know where I'm at, you could fly the opposite way. You could look down and say, what is that? And then try to find it on your map. But that could be a mess, right? Because if there's 10 power lines if there's 100 power lines between here and Cabo San Lucas, and I'm trying to figure out which power line I'm over. So there's these, have you guys ever seen those white domes? Or a lot of them are flat and then they got a little teepee top on them. Those are radio towers. And so we have to learn to dial our radio into 2 of those. And so there's one out there and then there's one out there, and we dial our radios in and you get it online with your radio. I won't go into the details of this, but you get it in line and you draw a line from that radio frequency to where it says you're at, and then you draw another line to the other one, and wherever that cross is where you're currently at. And so then I'm looking for what's ahead of me. That's navigation based on, it's old school, right? We don't need that anymore because of technology, so you could relate this back into your business because we think technology is the solution to everything, but if you don't know how to navigate and your technology goes down, that's why we still have to learn that as a pilot. What's the takeaway from that whole thing?
You have to map where you're going.
If we don't know where we're going, how do we know if we got there, right? It's pretty simple at the end of the day, but what we're missing a lot of times is really we're looking for shit on a map to see if we're on track. Well, we don't know if we're on track because we don't really know where we're going.